All employees at the Department of Educational Regional Office in Boston learned this week they would soon be out of a job. Their roles are being eliminated as part of President Trump's cuts. NBC 10's Corey Smith here with details. Corey.
Well, JC, the entire staff of the Department of Education's Boston office among the agency's 1,300 employees who got termination notices last night. They were told they'll first be placed on administrative leave beginning March 21st, and then from there, severance packages will be given based on collective bargaining agreements and length of time in the position. Now, if you add those folks to the Department of Ed workers who had already accepted a buyout earlier this year, that's about half of the agency's workforce gone. And while Education Secretary Linda McMahon says the cuts are being done to reduce, quote, bureaucratic bloat, special education activists say the federal funds will hurt children with additional learning needs.
Sure that their kid is being treated fairly and given the opportunity to learn like any other kid. If we go backwards, we are going to see such a regression in the most vulnerable population.
Governor Maura Healey agrees with that sentiment, saying the cuts will impact programs like Head Start, after school, and Title I programs. Now, while the president needs congressional approval to officially end a federal department, nothing appears to be stopping him from cutting as much of it as he wants. Back to you, JC.
All right, Corey, let's bring in NBC 10 commentator Sue O'Connell now. Sue, what is the Trump administration's plan then to make sure that these services still run smoothly for the kids that we were just talking about, the ones who would be most impacted by the cuts?
JC, we just don't know. The Trump administration claims that the FAFSAA, student aid, disability services, civil rights investigations, and formula funding to states, those won't be impacted by these workforce cuts. But there are contradictions. We're hearing that the job cuts have affected departments enforcing anti-discrimination laws and distributing funding for needy students, despite the claims that these services aren't going to be impacted. Now, for Pell Grants, student loans, and civil rights enforcement, there's discussion about moving that to other departments within the federal government. And like the tariff situation, all of this could change tomorrow, and the uncertainty that parents and kids are feeling is definitely going to continue and impact the most vulnerable, JC.
Sue, thanks for your thoughts on this.